Meet us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Google+. Hey guys, this is Phil from Education.com, and this is Lenovo Yoga Tablet 2 Pro. So as I said in the Lenovo Yoga Tablet 2 review, there are three versions of the series, 8, 10, and the 13 inches, and they respectively come in Windows and Android version, and the Windows version of the 13 inches come with the keyboard dock, and the Android version come with the built-in beam projector. Alright, so now, before we get to this device, this is a huge device. This is a 13.3 inches of a QHD display, so you gotta be sure of what you're getting. So if you want a versatile tablet like you can use everywhere, this is definitely not it. This can fill in almost 1, 2, and the 3, 2.5 of the 8 inches tablet, and this is not exactly the smallest tablet in the world, so you gotta be sure what you're getting. This is not intended for the everyday uses on your backpack or anything carryable, so this is strictly to your home uses. Now that you got the usage straight, let's dive right into it. It's got a 13.3 inches of WQHD display, and it's pretty nice display. And two speakers over here giving you the stereo experience, and on the right there's a power key that glows with the light when you're charging or when there's a notification. This is a power key, and the earphone jack with the micro USB port and the volume rocker. And two of the speakers give you the stereo sound experience, of course, and with that JBL subwoofer located on the back. And on the left, you have the beam projector that can project up to 50 inches of the screen. And right next to that is this projector key. You can tap and hold on to it to turn on the projector, and you can do that once again to turn it off. And there's nothing on the bottom. It's a very streamlined design, very clean silver and black colors. Nothing special, but that cylindrical thingy over here gives the distinct look of the Yoga Tablet 2 Pro. On the back we have the Lenovo logo, and there's a little pattern with it, and it doesn't seem like it's going to gather up much of the scratches. There's an Intel Inside sticker over here that suggests that Intel Atom Z374500, Z3745 processor is built in with 1.33 GHz of clock speed. 2 GB of RAM and 32 GB storage is also built in, and 9600 milliamps of battery holds up to this magnificent device. There's a little key over here that you can press, and that button releases the kickstand over here, adjustable to the many of the degrees. And 8 megapixel camera locus over here, along with the 1.6 megapixel front-facing camera. There's a little flap over here that gives you access to the micro SD card slot and the micro SIM card tray if you had got the LTE version of the tablet. So this stand over here gives you a lot of different angles. You can just let it stand like that, or with it closed, it still is going to give you that little angle over here. So it's easier for you to type on your tablet, and you can flip it open like this to hang this on the wall or the back side of your car if you've got a company at the back seat of your car. Alright, so turning this on gives us the lock screen. It's a Lenovo lock screen. You can swipe any directions to unlock it, and this is their proprietary launcher. They have pretty much all different interfaces for the tablet. You can put the apps in the folder. It doesn't have the app drawer, so all your apps are going to be displayed on the home screen. So notification bar is very neat too. You can swipe them up. There's a little kill all switch over here. This button over here doesn't take you to Android settings, but it gives you to the notification center settings. And you can display battery indicator. You can display network speed over here. That's quite a neat function. And whether you can decide whether to display schedule or not, and the active app notification, so on and so forth. Unlike the other Android devices that you can swipe here to get to the quick toggles, it has that on the bottom of the screen, so you can swipe that up from bottom. So there's a lot of different settings, including the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth and the basic functionalities. There's a brightness bar. You can lock the screen from the bottom swipe, and there's a Lenovo Smart Switch. What it does is it recognizes the way you're holding your tablet, and you can set up different actions, like you can set up the display colors or the Dolby audio mode, and there are a lot of settings that you can do, and it does that automatically, or you can make that manual if you want that to be. There's a straight access to the camera or the screenshot. There's a lot of functionalities here and there, but the biggest function for the Yoga Tablet 2 Pro is, of course, this projector, beam projector over here. So as I said, it can project up to 50 inches, and there's a little bar over here that you can adjust the focus of the projector, so you can tap and hold on it to turn it on, and voila, here it is. And your screen goes dim right away because you're projecting everything that you see on the screen through the projector. You can do that, and this is not exactly the best environment to show the projection, so let's have a short clip of the projection demo. All right, so that was a projection demo, and we're gonna turn it off just like that. And here we are on the back of the screen. So the interface itself is a proprietary. You can install another launcher, and to utilize the full screen of this magnificent screen, there's a multi-window you can tap to open those little apps over here. Unfortunately, there are not exactly a lot of apps that supported. We hope they add up more, and you can minimize that or kill the app. Or there are a lot of different things, including the Dolby Audio. This is strictly multimedia center, so including that projection and an 8-megapixel camera, there's a Dolby Audio, and that JBL subwoofer speaker does this job pretty well done. And if you're wondering about the basic functionalities as a tablet, we have found some problems, including the screen ratio. The screen might be the best for the watching movies or the multimedia contents like the photos or the video or the YouTube, but as a matter of display size and the contents, it does not exactly display the best amount of the things that you want to see on your screen, especially when you have your keyboard popped up. This is not exactly the one meant for this tablet, but if you're using a third-party keyboard, this is not exactly the best way to type on your big screen. And so what we hoped was that they may change the DPI settings of it, so more information are squeezed in, because the screen ratio is not exactly the best, and when you're holding it this way, it's not exactly the easiest grip with this big size, and if you want to type in this manner, it's not exactly the best way to do it. So those are the few problems. Other than that, as this strictly centered for the multimedia functions, we really like the display. Display is actually pretty nice, bright and clean, with the high resolution high enough to fit in that 13.3 inches of a display. Speaker was very good, and especially that battery life. It has a 19600 milliamps of battery. That's actually really big. And as this has a big display and the high resolution running with that quad-core processor, this might not be the longest lasting battery, but it lasts long enough to run all of that functions. And the performance was not exactly the most snappy one, but it wasn't bad at all. So with that things, as I mentioned in the first beginning, you got to decide what you want. So if it's a multimedia tablet for your home, this is definitely it. This is not expensive at all for this big of a screen size and the resolution, and with that rich multimedia function. If you want to carry it around every day, which we're sure that you wouldn't want a 13-inch tablet, this would not be exactly your call. So this, as a strict multimedia tablet, was a very pleasure using it along with that beam projector. That was a very, very unique function, and especially that kickstand over here was a great way to adjust the angle for your beam projector. So that was Lenovo Yoga Tablet 2 Pro, and stay tuned for other reviews.